Regina ist nur ein Beispiel für ein Patenkind, das durch die Patenschaft gestärkt wurde, seine Träume zu verwirklichen. Davon gibt es viele. Und ich freue mich ganz besonders, dass wir jetzt ein ehemaliges Patenkind treffen, das auch fest an die Verwirklichung seiner Träume geglaubt hat, durch die Ermutigung seiner Patin. Wir sprechen jetzt mit Carlos. Er war ehemaliges Patenkind und ist jetzt Mitglied des internationalen Vorstands von Plan und ist uns zugeschaltet aus Kolumbien. Hi Carlos.
Hi Henriette, and thank you for this interview.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So it's nice to have you. Well, you're in Colombia today, and your start in life was not the easiest, but your personal career sounds like a fairy tale. So how would you describe your family situation at the time when you became a sponsor child?
Well, my parents were farmers, but my father and my mother had to move from the Colombian countryside to Bogota in 1968, a couple of years after my grandfather was killed because of the violence in the country. And my father built in the slums something similar to a house with wood, paper, cans, and other materials that he could find. Bogota is 2,600 above the sea level, and I remember it was very cold, and I got chronic bronchitis. And the new life was not easier than the old one that they had in Bogota, with no electricity, no water, no medical service. So in 1969, a group of people from Plan International came to my community, and they were very worried about our situation. They took me a picture, and finally a lady from Canada, Miss Louise Miller, said that she wanted to be my sponsor. And we had a very good relation since I was 5 years old to my 18. And my life as a sponsor child and the life of my family changed completely through this relation. And my first official job also was a translator in Plan, because I finished my high school studies when I was 16 and started to study English. And this is a small picture of my transition from when I was 5 years to what happened in the 18.
Okay, so you just told us that you had a sponsor when you were a sponsor child. You turned to be a sponsor child when you were 5 years, and your
Yes.
sponsor was from Canada. So I think you said that she was like a Canadian lady, a little older. Her name is Louise, I think you said before.
Yes.
So how did you experience your sponsorship personally? Because I think she strengthened you, right?
Yes. You know, I was a very poor child in Colombia in extreme poverty, but my Canadian sponsor showed me the world through her letters. And as the family grew, Louise encouraged us to continue our education. She always told me that I had to study a lot, I had to become an intelligent person, and to work very hard to change my social situation. Her letters were filled of stories, but also filled with love. She taught me to dream and to break my limits. I was the best in my promotion from high school, the first one in the whole generations of my family to have a high school degree. Now I am 57, a public accountant with some postgraduate studies, including an MBA. And I have traveled to 19 countries because of my different jobs. I have been the chancellor or president and legal representative of a university in Colombia. Also have been an advisor of the Ministry of National Education and member of other international organizations.
Okay.
But all of this is thanks to Plan and my sponsor, Ms. Louise Miller, and the whole organization.
So your sponsor, she was writing to you like regularly, right? So that you
Yes.
could have pictures in mind what you would like to fulfill in your life. That's what I understand.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Henriette. Every month we exchanged letters, and she taught me that there was a different world than that terrible world that I was living in my community.
Okay.
And that changed completely my life.
Okay. And also the life of your sisters and brothers. That's what I understand.
Yes,
Yes.
I am the oldest of four brothers and one sister. And as I became the first professional, for example, at home, they also wanted to be professionals. So the impact of sponsorship was not only for me, but also for the whole family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. And there's a lot of people in Colombia that do not finish their studies and they break up their trainings, for example. So I know that you and Plan, they support these people, these young people. So how do you try to help them to finish their education?
Well, the first thing that I think was Plan helping me, so I also want to help others. And that's the reason I started to work with education.
Okay.
Education is very, very important in Colombia. If you don't have education, you cannot progress. So I had the company of my sponsor, Miss Louise Miller, and from Plan, and also not only me, but also my brothers and sister. So that's the reason they continued the education and became professionals. But not all the people have this opportunity. So that's the reason I am very involved in education in Colombia and working with other countries also. I
Okay.
think this is the best way to progress.
Yes. So there's one last question. Do you know any other sponsored child story that sounds similar like yours?
Yeah, very, very similar. It's my wife.
Oh, okay.
Because in my community there was a very beautiful girl, and I love her since she was very young, and we really grew up together. And she is now a very good professional. She has a master's degree in neuropsychology and education, and also her brothers also were very good students and professional also. This is the best of sponsorship, is that when you sponsor a child, your donation is pooled to support a wide range of programs
Okay.
in sponsored child's community. And that's something that I love to always to say, is that the impact is really very great for all of us that lived in very extreme poverty, and that we can progress because of the help that Plan do all over the world.
Right. Well, that really sounds like a very similar story to yours, and I'm very happy that you found each other and you had the same experience with your sponsor from Canada, and she with her sponsor from USA, I think.
United States.
Yes.
United
Okay.
States, yeah.
Well, Carlos, thank you very much for this discussion and for this meeting, and thank you for letting us know your very nice and interesting story. It's amazing that you turned to be like a supporter for Plan as well. So this is nice, really. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you, Henriette, for the
Carlos.
interview.
Thank you for
And
being
please
with us.
continue transforming lives.
Yes, we will try. Bye, Carlos.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.